Hi, my name is Jeff, and we're here at the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo in our Amphibian Propagation Center, and we're going to be releasing about 200 toads at the end of May. At one point, there were only 10 Wyoming toads left in the whole entire world. So in a good year, roughly 4 toads out of every 1,000 will actually make it to an adult, but in a bad year, only 2 will typically make it, and that's because of the chytrid fungus and other elements out there, the pollution, pesticides, all of those hardships, including overwintering. These guys have to go into hibernation pretty early in Wyoming, and so in order to make sure that more survive to adulthood for breeding, to get wild breeding events, that's why we head start them. They're an indicator species, so once things like those, the pollution come into play, populations will die off, so that's an indicator for people, but it also really does affect the ecosystem. All of the microorganisms, the tadpoles eat all the algae, all these minute little things that the tadpoles eat, then many things eat the tadpoles. So their big role in the ecosystem is actually being part of the food supply. A lot of other smaller carnivore species like little mink, ermine, raccoons, other things, birds, fish, all of those will actually eat the larvae, but also the adult amphibians as well. So by head starting the Wyoming toad, they're actually being released as an adult, and so around 1 to 2 years of age, they're actually able to breed and lay wild egg strains, which we've seen. So we're hoping that this is actually making a difference in the recovery of the species. So even though we haven't quite seen it yet in Wyoming toads, it is exciting that there are a few other species that we've seen some resistance to the chytrid fungus. It was wiping them out in the 90s and early 2000s, but now we're actually seeing some rebound in a couple of different populations. So that's good news for amphibians worldwide. One thing you guys can do to help these guys out in the wild is anything you do around water, like fishing or kayaking or anything that you do, make sure that you disinfect your gear afterwards. And one way you can do that is using a mild dilute bleach. It's pretty labor intensive. But another thing you can do that's really easy is just leave your gear in your nice hot car in the summer for about 3 hours. And after that, the chytrid fungus will have died. So you're not going to risk spreading that around to other sites when you fish elsewhere.